Oh, did Jenny Finch?
No.
Well.
Nope, I don't even know Jenny.
Okay, well, who was it? Stephanie Hasler, maybe.
No, don't know her either.
Well, she was
He
there.
doesn't.
Dave Moon, Kevin Rundy, Teresa Colemeyer. Okay, I'm running out because I didn't have a sign. John has their signature. But irregardless, at that time the budget was going through Joint Finance Committee. This is the repair budget we're talking about. It was going through the Joint Finance Committee. It had not been sent out of committee yet, so there would have been room for changes. I've read about half of it. And I believe it was Stephanie Hasler asked me, are you going to read it before you vote? And I said, yes, I will. And I did. Yeah. It makes a lot less exciting story that way, but that's the truth of the matter. I'll take an oath on that if you wish. What were the other questions? Did I vote myself? Did I vote the way the governor told me?
Yes.
Okay. I voted the way I felt was right for the people of 50th District.
Now, you were heard saying in Reedsburg also you voted the way your boss told you to vote.
Never made that statement.
All right.
Someone may have taken me out of context, which has happened quite a bit lately. I want to be honest about it. But I voted what I felt was best for the 50th District. We went into caucus, ladies and gentlemen, and we looked at the alternatives. And we looked at what this would do. And I felt that this was a better choice. The alternatives were to start laying people off and cutting back services.
You're already doing that.
Where?
Cutting back services.
But are we laying people off? I've got a notice from the gentleman on the...
What does collective bargaining have to do with laying people off?
Collective bargaining has a lot of fiscal implications in it.
But it's not a budget.
Yeah.
It's part of the budget.
No, it isn't. Not collective bargaining.
Okay. But I think there are things in the budget that are affected by collective bargaining, and that's the reason collective bargaining doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
we can argue about that.
Why did Governor Walker say in Washington, D.C. that no fiscal
It had no budget whatsoever.
I don't speak for him.
You didn't
If
even
it
say
didn't have a fiscal impact, how could it happen as not having a fiscal impact?
Because there are different ways that fiscal impact is defined, Sandy. What has a fiscal impact locally is perhaps different than what it does in the budget sense. The Legislative Fiscal Bureau, which is a bipartisan agency that advises both houses of the legislature and both parties, it's a bipartisan group. They went through and took out the fiscal part of the budget, which allowed the Senate to pass it with a majority as opposed to a quorum. And that's why we ended up passing it twice in the Assembly.
I think you passed it twice because you didn't get the 2 hours notice for people to go either, have people have input. You didn't have.
No, that was not the reason. We passed it twice because we had to. The first time had things in that the Senate could not approve. That's why. As far as the legal notice, a lot of your educators, you know there's a separation of powers between the judicial branch, the legislative branch, and the executive branch. And for a lady in a black suit or gown, if you will, to tell the legislature how to run their business is wrong. Because the rules that were adapted were abided by. And that is when you're in a special session, you have to give the other members of your chamber just notice. You have to post a notice. They gave them 2 hours notice, which was more than they really had.
They gave them
It was less than 2 hours.
Well, there's a lot of debate on that.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
How can there be a debate if it was on email? Your email has a time when you send it.
of peace. You decided, for whatever reason, without talking to the people in your constituency, to vote to bust the unions. And it had no fiscal impact.
That brings up another question. Why didn't you get together with your constituents on the 50th District and ask them what they thought of it before you could vote? Because you're voting for me.
Absolutely.
Aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Then why does my say mean absolutely nothing to you?
It does.
You
But
look
bear in
around
mind,
this town, there's no jobs in this
Whoa,
town.
just a second here. You asked the question, who am I voting for? There's 55,000 people in this district.
Yeah.
And I heard from many of them. I heard from many of you. You
I
sent
tried to
emails.
call and couldn't get through.
Okay. What did you get? A busy signal?
I think that the line was all filled up, or yeah, it was continuously busy.
was never busy or full.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
No.
Yes, it was.
Senator Schultz's office got that.
Yeah, I did that too.
But we answered every call, and we got every voicemail off the phone.
Okay.
stick by that.
Okay.
I'm one of the ones that called Ed's office, and I was able to get through, no problem at all.
I got through also.
I guess the people would like to know why. What was your impetus and what was your desire to do that?
Okay. We didn't really vote against it, and that's going to bring a lot of moans too. Collective bargaining still remains. But you have to bear in mind there's a massive difference between private sector and public sector.
What's the public sector?
Public sector is unique because if you don't reach an agreement, you can go to mediation arbitration. Right?
No.
Yeah.
Who's going to negotiate for us without a
We don't mediate arbitration. Let me just follow up. You don't, the state and the state employees union negotiate for a contract. There's no mediation or arbitration if they don't reach agreement. There's none of that there.
Right.
You're thinking of individual cases.
I'm thinking about the education portion of the file. The school district still mediation over this because it's still in place. You still have the right to
Your
bargain.
vote was cast to eliminate collective bargaining.
You still can bargain for wages.
Who's going to negotiate for us?
Don't pass
The
this.
union can.
Don't pass this away, sir. Please just give us some explanation. What in your soul made you make a decision to destroy collective bargaining by voting against it?
We did not destroy it.
In its essence, you did, sir, because if you say wages, what the state has to offer is the only wages that the state employees get. The rest of collective bargaining is gone from this bill. That's held up by Judge Sumi. We know that.
Yep.
Wherever it goes, but you voted in favor of taking collective bargaining away from most state employees.
But you still have the wage for it. Okay, a lot of curiosity. Let's talk about it. The reason I voted for it was to get some balance back in the system.
Okay. Well, let
me finish. Let's make a comparison of the private union and the state union, the public sector and the private sector. In the private sector, what are the settlements there? Some places they've been asked to take a deduction in there. Not a zero increase, but they take a deduct in their pay.
We have to.
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
Zero increase.
One issue at a time.
That's the furlough thing.
Okay.
That's a whole other thing.
Don't play it off like it's nothing. That hurts my budget, sir.
I know.
That's embarrassing for me to say that.
That 3% will come back this time.
No.
Yes, it will.
No, it doesn't.
There-
Always lose it, you never get it back.
Yeah.
They take 3% from you, you never get it back.
Gone.